Today we're going to start with parallel lines, and there are 3 rules that you need to know for parallel lines. First of all, you don't just have parallel lines. We need a line that's going to cross over the parallel lines, and it has a special name. It's called a transversal. So in that first space, a transversal is the name of the line that intersects 2 or more other lines that are usually parallel. When we're using the words, we're talking about parallel lines, but it does actually apply when the lines aren't parallel as well. So on the pair of parallel lines that you have there, you just want to draw a line that crosses through them. I'm not worried about what angle it makes or anything like that, but a line crossing through, that line is my transversal. And because of that transversal, we get all sorts of angles that are formed around there. Okay, so we're going to look at the names. The transversal forms special pairs of angles when it crosses the lines. These are known as, the first type is corresponding angles. And these angles are always equal. To help you identify if something is a corresponding angle or not, the shape that they make on the parallel lines will help. And I call this an F shape. So, for example, if I had that angle in there as my first starting angle, it can help if you draw the arms on the angle. So here I'm going to draw in red. That's the arms of that angle. If I want to make an F with that angle in it, I would extend the line down here, and there's the F. See the F shape? And the 2 angles that I'm looking at, the second one is that angle in there. It's the 2 little angles that are underneath the lines coming out from your F. Okay, so those angles are corresponding and they would be equal. The F shape, however, can be back to front, upside down and back to front if you want it to be. You can turn that F around any direction. So let's draw another one on that second set of parallel lines. Maybe I'll do upside down here like this. Here's my F. And that would mean that that angle and that angle would be corresponding. I'm using dots because as long as I use the same symbol, it doesn't matter what the symbol means. If they have the same symbol, then those angles are going to be equal. Okay, so remember, corresponding angles, F shape, and they are equal. The next one is alternate angles. These ones are also equal, but these ones form a Z shape. So if I start with my first angle, there's one angle. To make a Z, I would go like that. Okay, so the 2 angles that are formed in there, this one and this one, they're inside those little arms and they are making the Z shape. They are equal. The Z shape can also be back to front. There's only 2 ways it can go though, whereas the corresponding has 4. So let's draw one going the other way, the Z going that way. So that would mean that that angle and that angle would be alternate. And the third type is called cointerior angles. These ones are not equal. Okay, these ones are supplementary. And remember that the word supplementary means that they add to 180 degrees. So I'm going to put that in brackets. Supplementary, in other words, equal to 180. These ones make a C shape. And it's the angles inside the C that add to give 180. So here is a C shape inside there. Now these ones aren't equal, so you can't use the same symbol, but that angle and that angle would add to give 180. Or if I draw the C backwards, it would be that angle and that angle, add to give 180. Okay, so you're going to spend a little bit of time just identifying where corresponding alternate and co-interior angles are. But once you get the hang of that, the next type of thing we want to do is to find some missing values using those rules, and as always, writing down the reason. So it says you can use the information to find the values of angles without using a protractor. Find the value of A in the following diagrams and give reasons for each answer. So you want to first of all work out what shape is being formed by the angles that you've got there. So for some of you, it's much easier if you draw the arms on the two angles that you've been given. So I draw the arms around the 115, I draw the arms around the A, and then you can clearly see that there's a Z shape there. So that's the alternate. Don't ever use Z shape, F shape, C shape as your reason. They're just a way to help you identify it, okay? They're not the reasons. So alternate angles are always equal. So I just have to write down that A is equal to 115 degrees. And my reason is because alternate angles, that's the name, alternate angles are equal. Now alternate is a very big word, so you can shorten that to alt, A-L-T. It's just my computer's frozen. Here it comes. Maybe A-L-T. So alternate angles, so our angle symbol are equal. And you cannot use an equal sign for equal. You have to write that word, please. That's it. That's how you do alternate angles. So let's do the next one. Draw the arms around the angle. So draw the arms around the A. Draw the arms around the 55. And if you need to, you just make them longer so that they connect up. Yeah, Harry.
Do you have to draw them?
No, you don't have to. No, it's just for some people they need that little bit of a visual, but you definitely don't have to draw it. So that's a sideways, upside down kind of F shape. So these ones are also equal. A is equal to 55. And that's because corresponding angles are equal. Now, I've shortened corresponding a little bit. You can't go all the way down to like CO because the other one's co-interior. So we've got corres for corresponding, and we'll have co-int for co-interior when we do that one. So you like to need the first two syllables of each one. So corres, angle symbol, are equal. The third type, the last type, remember if you're not sure, draw the arms on the angles. And you can see that that is a downwards facing C shape, which means that those angles add to give 180. So this one is the one that will require a little bit more working out. You need to write the equation down first. So it's A plus 110 is equal to 180. And that's because our rule tells us that co-interior or co-int angles equal 180 degrees. That's the reason, yes. Just like that. Yep. Then you need to find A, which means you get your calculator out if you need to, and you go 180 minus 110, and A is equal to 70 degrees. So that one does have two lines for the numerical part of that answer. Yeah, Josh.
Why should I write point?
Where'd I write point?
Is that
Corres. C-O-R-R-E-S-T.
in the blue?
Co-int angles
Oh.
are equal.
Wait, what?
Co-int for co-interior. So it's the first two syllables of each one. So corresponding is corresp and co-interior is co-int. So in your work booklet, if you could all grab that out, you don't need to start talking. Listening still, please. The work booklet. We have finished up to page 21. It's loading. It's loading. Come on, load. Come on. We're finished up to page 21. There it comes, there, finally. Okay, so on this first page, 22, you are practicing finding where the corresponding angle is, or the alternate angle is, or the cointerior angle is. So on the line, if this is the first angle, you want to mark where the second one is, corresponding is your F shape. So you're welcome to draw the arms on there. You're very new at this, so please be careful with it, which means that the second angle would be this one down here. Okay, so you can draw your F shape and find where the corresponding angle is. You can do all the rest of the ones there in question 1. Alternate angles. You're looking for a Z shape. So that means the second angle is going to be here to make a Z shape.
Do I have to write what angle it is?
No, we're just putting the little arc in where the correct one would be, just like I'm doing.
Is that it?
Just for this one, for this page, yes. In the first question 1 down below. So this one here.
The one next to it.
Oh, the one on the other side. There's a few you could have there. You could do the F shape like that, and it would mean that one there. But it actually extends to the next one as well. It could be that one as well. Yeah, it'd be all 3 and then would be corresponding. Good question. Okay, once you have finished that first page, so I should just do a cointerior one. So here's my C shape. So my